Welcome back to Rodmarton Farm on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me once again. Still in May. May 1. Basically following straight on from the last episode where we mowed the grass with our now underpowered 9S, unbelievably, because I am, as usual, an idiot. And yeah, here we are. So we're baling all this up. So we got about, well, each bale is about 6,500 litres of grass, which will then be wrapped and turned into silage. So hopefully, I mean, we've already got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know, we should get a decent amount of bales off the back of this. So yeah, that is going to be a nice little revenue stream for us. Don't get me wrong, we're going to need to then bring this field back up to scratch in terms of anything it needs, whether it needs lime or nitrogen and all that sort of what does Scruff say, all that good stuff. So yeah, so that'll be the challenge in the sort of in between months. So I think what I got to try and do is basically when it's ready. So it'll be now May, we're cutting it, so June, July, August, and like September to grow, and then you get the October to cut it. If I'm right in terms of growth stages, I think so. Yeah, because June, July, August, maybe September. Don't know. We'll soon see. One of the two. Yeah, you want to get everything done, don't we, in that first month, because we don't want to then mess around if we're going to roll it rather than do anything else like that. Can you roll with... that was a very high-pitched word for roll then. Can you roll with precision farming? I assume you can. I haven't really thought about it. Let's have a little look at this field. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So, pH is still good. No nitrogen. And a mixed bag on the yield. Okay. Right. Let's swing around. We'll go back on ourselves. Get this final pass. And yeah, so we don't need to do any mowing yet. Now, if we were to do a mowing contract, then we might have to increase the power. But I just thought, well, there's no point, is there? There's no point increasing the tractor if we're not going to need to mow. So we do have this cultivating contract, but that's an absolute stinker, and that'll take us quite some time. The only other thing we could do, really, the baling one I was hoping to do, but it's round bales, so we can't do that. So we'd probably have to go with this one. Whoops. Oh, mate, you fool. Because what we could do is, and it's not cheating then, because I'm leasing that piece of equipment for my own purpose. Now, I know we said we got to own it, but at that point, I feel like that's fair, because I'm paying through the nose to get it anyway, for my own purpose, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't feel that's a breach of the rules. We're gonna do it anyway because I have to. But if you think it is, please tell me in the comments, and I can make a sort of note to myself then that no matter what, it can't be. There's no set of circumstances for leasing and then using on a contract. It needs to be fully owned. I mean, to be fair, we need a wrapper. We're going to be doing this a lot. Do we just go and buy one, to be honest with you? You know, the cost of leasing is so expensive on this game. Thinking about it, yeah, out loud. What's the point? We may as well just buy it via our hire purchase and add it to our incredible amount of debt that we're racking up and paying off each month. But these, yes, this field has done... I feel like it's done really well. Like that seems to be a lot of bales for a field this size. So we'll get the count properly once we finish the run, and then we can multiply that by the 6,500 litres to see what we're looking at, and then we should then be able to have a bit of a rough idea as to what silage is going to be bring back for us. Have a very quick look out of interest. Let's have a look. Yeah, silage on this one. Or is it on the next one? On the next one. Silage best price £217 per 1,000 litres. I mean, it's already at that at the moment, so it's not much. But then when you're bringing that much of it, this much of it, that was the other thing is, and I meant to speak to Martin about this because he will be able to tell me how to do this far easier. And knowing Mark, bless him, he might just do it for me because save me breaking my own save. Is to sort of change up the pricing on certain products, because I know I mention him all the time, but he's obviously the one content creator I watch the most, so I'm sort of influenced the most by him. I know Scroff changed over a lot of prices on Saxon, didn't he, to make it more in line with realistic prices, so silage wasn't necessarily as valuable, because if you look at that, silage is what, 217 per 1,000 litres. But then if we go up to hay, which you can only pretty much make once a year, 111. And it should be the other way around. It should be hay should be at the sort of 217s with silage kicking in it. Because you can make silage all year round, one way or another. So I think it should be that way around. And I kind of be inclined to agree with that from what Scroft says. Where's just standard grass then? Does that go under here, which would be a bit weird? It does. Look at that. Because, I mean, look at that. Grass is the same price as hay, and it's like you've got to do so much more to get hay than you do just grass. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind changing those over so that I don't get just like, what's the word? It's not cheats. You know, like, I don't know. What's the gaming term for that, where you're just getting basically an unfair advantage. Look how many bales. Jeez Louise. Right, so lift that up, turn it off, unload empty bales, and that one. So statistics. Let's have a look. Bales produced this session 33. Blimey, Charlie. So let's have a look here. Let's grab a calculator. So we're going to say 33 times 6.5 gives us 214.5. So then we times that, 214, because that's our total literage, by, what do we say, about 216 pounds per 1,000, should give us 46,000 pounds. So as soon as we can get these basically fermented and into turned into silage, we're all good. So I tell you what, let's have a little look then. So nothing we can use in the sale, so we'll have to go into the shop again and slam it onto the credit. Where are your wrappers? Let's get them in order and not do it that way around. I'm always cautious of these, and then I always pick the wrong one. So if I do pick the wrong one and then it doesn't wrap what I want it to wrap, then I am going to reimburse myself and make it right. I mean, that is the slow one. That is the special size one, and then that's the lightning wrap standard, and that's the lightning wrap weird size, is it? Yeah. So that's, but that only does 220s. We've done 240 litre bales, so 240 centimetre bales. So we would need that one. Yes, I should have. None of these will wrap the standard ones. They won't wrap, will they? That's interesting. I mean, it's 25,000 is not enough. That's the problem. That's too cheap. So great. If that was 54, I just get it, because then I go, right, fine, it's the lightning wrap, and I'll do it. But we're going to have to just do it on the slow with this one, I'm guessing. So let's have a look here. Do we care about decals? That's quite nice. We will go with a color. I mean, to me, silage should always be black. I don't know. I kind of feel that silage should be black. The main color of it. Should we have a Massey red? As we've got a Massey. I think white is the way to go. Let's have a look. Have we got a... I tell you what is nice colors is these mats that I was using for the class mats. So quite nice actually with the white bit in a matte. Almost kind of like an off cream, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, we could go mids orange. Oh, that's horrible with the red though, isn't it? Oh no. So that's the full unit, and then if we change that to... Oh gosh. Nothing particularly nice about any of that, is it? I don't think the midlife orange is going to work here. We'll have to go back to what, whoops, not that one. Massey Ferguson red. We'll keep a metal on that, and we'll change the rim color to a silver to match that. We'll get rid of the reg plate because we don't want reg plates. Happy days. And we're going to go high purchase. No, high purchase. Thank you. Wrong button. We got 26,000, so we will put 20% down. I'll do it over 5 years as usual, and we will go with option 4 to try and keep it in hand. And there we go. Happy days. We own it. So now I can go and wrap all this, but we can also go and find a contract for bale wrapping. Now the only thing is, it's only £8,500, which is a shame. But I guess it's better than a kick up the behind, isn't it? But I would have liked to have gone, I'd like to have doubled that. I'd have liked to have tried to get a bit more than that, but mind you, does our wrapper that we just bought do both bale types, or is it just a square? Oh, it does both. We can do the slightly more expensive contract. Happy days. Right, I'm gonna go grab our drop this back off at the farm, and I will go. We also need some sort of method to collect all these, don't we? It's going to be tight. We're just going to keep racking up debt, aren't we, on the monthly? Yes, we desperately need a good harvest and to sell these bales to try and take the edge off and start paying off some of these higher purchases, really. Right, let me go and grab it, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, how on earth am I going to collect all these bales? And I don't want to just use an auto loader that just drives around and collects them. I'd like to do it at least a little bit realistic, but sometimes easier said than done, so I'll have a little think. Okie dokie doos. So we have our wrapper behind us. We will wrap our own bales first, get them fermented as quickly as we can, because the sooner they're fermented, the sooner that we can sell them. Have to decide on how we're going to do this, really, in terms of actually collecting them as well. I really don't know what to do, because it's not like we can put a anything on the front of the 9S, is it? Like, I can't put a front loader on this thing, so yeah, tricky. Automatic drop, please. Where is it? There we go. Come on. I still maintain this is one of the best inventions ever. I'm so impressed with how, like, this thing works. I think it's crazy. Right. Yeah, grab that one. Yes, we'll wrap all of these up now, and then basically pick up the more valuable of the 2 wrapping contracts. Go and wrap all those bales. Claim that, so that'll give us another 10 grand in the kitty. It's not quite really what I was hoping for, but it's something. And then, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I really don't know what to do about how to collect these. So I really do want to just go with the old boring autoloader, but if we don't, I mean, there's nothing, like, we don't have I mean, the only thing would be to get like a really cheap tractor in the hope that that could do the job. And we could look at getting the Ford, I guess, or we could get the old Agri, couldn't we? We could get this, is it? And I'm sure this has got the... Has it got one? Oh, it blinking hasn't, has it? Wheel set skin. Ah, man. That, I mean, that is just gorgeous, isn't it? I do love that. I love the Martini, like old sort of like 80s or 90s, like racing car style. It's so good. That's some of the best money I've spent on this game. Right, so it can't be that. So we could go for the John Deere, which just runs at 116. Fiat Agri, here we go. So that's 110 horsepower. The Ford can go up to 150. So that's not bad. And we could do... So that might be the option. So that's 62,000 to do it that way. That's the cheapest one of them. The only other thing would be then it's just so limited with what it can do. Telehandler wise, cheapest telehandler 90,000. Yeah, which is the Merlot. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? We'd have to look at getting the Ford. We could go a skid steer, I guess, but be there all day doing it with that thing, and we've still got to pull a trailer behind us. Whereas at least if we get the Ford, at least if we get the Ford, it's got the power to pull a trailer behind it. Albeit it'll be slow, but it'll be better than nothing. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll get on with the wrapping. Which one of these contracts do we want to do? It definitely has some drop to mowing one anyway, is it? No. So it'll be bale wrapping. Next field across. Beautiful. So we'll just accept the contract for 9,900. I will jump into there then and start wrapping all of them up. Get that done. Takes us to 25 grand. No more contracts on this month, but we should, in a few days' time, be able to at least sell all of this. Give that a little nudge. Sell all this for about 40 odd. And that'll give us a bit of breathing space then. To maybe be able to like get that forward and get what we need. And we'll also need to do some work on this field to make sure we're getting the most amount of yield out of it. So right, I'll catch up with you in a sec. Okie doke, contract complete. So let's claim that. Thanking you very much, my friend. £23,087. Okay, so I've bought our trailer. I've wanted this trailer for ages just because I like the look of it. It's not the best trailer for us, and in time we'll have to get rid of it because it won't be any good because I'm going to end up doing like a lot of back and forth with it. But yeah, it's very cheap, very cheerful, happy days, and it'll do us the job. And because I'm on PC, every trailer can be an auto-load trailer, so that's the other advantage really. So all good there. It's just what we do about the vehicle do we pay to try and send out a search? But we just haven't got that long. So I'm thinking we'll get this back to the farm, we'll park up, we'll go into May 2 and just see if anything pops up in the shop on offer. Is it this way? Or is it straight across? Oh, yeah, it's this way, isn't it? That's right. Yeah, we'll see if anything pops up in the shop to get on the cheap, because we might be able to get a better tractor for less. If not, we'll get that Ford and go that way with it. So I think that's basically the plan. Financially crippling, because all we're doing is having loads of expense at the moment, but kind of just is what it is, isn't it? I mean, what you do, this is the game. Initially it's a grind, and especially when you start with as little as we have, so it's, you know, this map brings its own challenge, in fairness, and I really like it. I really like what Martin did with the setup on this. Sometimes when I first started playing FS22, I played Cavalier Roy's map. Well, I can't think what it's called, and I played it. It's come out on here. There was a rebuild for it. The only issue with it was that the easy mode came with so much equipment and so much like starting space. As much as I loved it, in hindsight, it ended up being something that I wouldn't necessarily play much these days, because it's essentially just a bit too easy, you know. It was quite hard to fail that map, whereas Riverview, whereas something like this where you get really old machinery and hardly any of it, yeah, Martin's really asking some questions of us, isn't he? So right, let's lob this in here out of the way, and then or just drive it straight into a door, even though the gap is enormous. Yeah, we'll grab a little bit of sleep into, and I'm not going to run into my mower because I wasn't paying attention, into May 2, and let's see if there's anything on the sale. If not, it'll be Ford time. So let's hop out of there and Shift Z. May as well just go 9 o'clock. It's not like we need masses of time, is it? Discord's busy today. A few people talking about the multiplayer idea, so interesting. Anything New Holland T8? Oh my god, very good to us. 123,000, too expensive. So it's gonna have to be the Ford. Yes, there's a cheap. Oh, hang on. Could we use this Fiat Agri? That's just got the weight holder, mountain rod, grill, beacon, fenders. So no, I can't use that. 60 grand for the Fiat, and it only goes up to 135, so pointless. This one though, right, okay. So this vehicle could be an option for us at 163 horsepower for 61,000. I mean, this goes up to 180. I don't know what the difference is here. So budget tech, high premium cost, standard tech, average repair cost. What's the... Someone can explain that to me in the comments, please. So that's 63,000 for those. I mean, to bring the Ford up to there, it's going to bring us to 63, just gives us 150. Whereas if we go into the medium tractors and run this one, I'm gonna guess, would probably be our better option. Keep it as is, keep everything absolutely basic. So no, I mean, that's so long, isn't it? It doesn't need to be that long. So we'll go with a 450 front weight. Well, we don't really want a front weight, do we? I mean, so we'll go with just the basic 40. We'll go with a quick there, then no, and we will say, whoops, no plate. 160. It's 10,000 to upgrade it, but we haven't got that much money at the moment, so we don't need it that much more. Higher purchase, whoops. Let's have a look here. Can we put 13 grand down? Yeah. 5 years, 700 quid. £150 a month. I mean, it's not massive, is it? We may as well just go £780 or £790 a month. Go on then. Well, now then, so we now need quick front loader. So we need 4 meter to 6 meter. Certainly don't want that much. 80 horsepower, 120. Maybe a 6 meter might be nice. I don't know if we've got the Fiat colours really, but we can always mess around with those down the line. We'll keep our costs as low as we can here. Check 20% down over 5 years. Option 4. Go with that. And then in terms of a bale spike, torn on which one to go with really. Have a look. I mean, that's got the auto load on it, which is a bit cheaty, isn't it? But standard bale spike. That's got the transport straps on it. In 140. Doesn't need the camera. I mean, that's old school as hell. But then if we go with the auto load, I mean, yeah, it's too much cheating, isn't it? Let's do some old school stuff here. We're going to have to use an auto load trailer anyway. So what my plan is basically to pick them up, put them onto the trailer so it grabs them off the bale fork. So I'll stack them on the trailer nicely, and then we can easily then get it back off. So we'll go with a 3 spike. Yes, stickers, yes. And we will make it mids orange. And we may as well just buy that. Right, okay, so I do like these Fiats, I gotta be honest. It's a shame really that the EDO modern ones, the one I said that with the rust on it, we can't use that. Because that one is gorgeous with that skin. Right, happy days. We have a bale spike and a way of going around collecting bales with a very old trailer. Let's just hook that properly, please. Thank you. Right, so I'll go and grab a couple just to get it started and see how we're getting on. It's weird because the way I want to do it is like using like the sort of easy and pro system, but it won't do that. This is just going to have standard auto load on it. So yeah, it's going to take a bit of messing about this to get it right. So I'll see you down in the field now. Right, so I remember this issue ages ago, and I'm sure we talked about it on one of my previous playthroughs. It might have been Garth even. The whole like auto load thing. And do you think I can remember how to make it work? Now what I want this to do is basically be in auto load mode without being connected to the tractor. If it can't be, I guess it's not the end of the world, because we could just bring the other tractor up and then this one picks the bales up, takes them over, and the other tractor goes back and forth, running everything back and forth. But then how do we get the bales off at the other end, isn't it? You want it all on one tractor. So I'm going to have a little play around with this and see what I can make work. If I can't, then I will get rid of this trailer, set myself back to where I was financially with it, and then get one of the ones that has got the auto load pro option. And rather than using the auto load feature that comes as standard. But even though we are crippled in debt, and also I do not like that bale spike. It used to be brilliant, but they're bouncing around on it as well. So I may have to have a little mess around with it and make it right. So we'll find out on the next episode. I've talked before, if you are new here and you haven't already done so, please give the channel a subscribe, give the video a like. For returning members, thank you. I'd be lost without you. For returning subscribers, thank you for your continued support. Please give the video a like as well. But in the meantime, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.